What's happening, people? Welcome to WRESTHINGS podcast. This podcast is brought to you by the man them at MANSCAPED. They've just released their new Lawnmower 4.0, not 1.0, not 2.0, not 3.0, 4.0. Make sure you guys use our discount code, the man them, for 20% off and for free shipping. And bruh, say thank you to your balls because I'm not trying to cut my balls off, so you shouldn't cut your balls off. Big up the man them. They've got some amazing boxes as well. Big up Manscaped. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode and we'll see you guys soon. Yo, what's happening, people? You're listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast, the Kenny Omega approved podcast. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, you already know this podcast is by the man them, for the man them. Bow!
Episode 111 of the WRESTHINGS podcast. I said it so fluently, bro. That's flipping sick.
Make some noise for 111. Is it right number?
111, yeah, for sure.
It was 110 last week.
110 last week, yeah. we got the big dog. The big dog. We call him the big dog. The big bro. Roy Johnson. Big wavy. Mr.
Big cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight champion.
Cruiserweight. Mr. Bance. What else can we call you, bro? Mr. 187. Mr. 187. What's it, Mr.? What's the thing you put in your story the other day about the cash, the bank card?
The bank card?
He said not the bank card, you could pay with the merch, the card machine.
Oh yeah, the sum up. Card reader.
Yeah, Mr. Card Reader. Mr. Got Yeah,
different times, but people don't pay cash no more. So
yeah. I was even happy that you guys had a card reader because when I came to Progress, I was like, fam, I'm coming to collect. I need to get both my boys' t-shirts. So when you guys brought out a card reader, I was like, yeah, thank you, man.
Mr. Pounce, best pounce in the UK.
That's the one. Best pounce.
Trust me.
Make some noise for the card reader and the pounce.
Trust me. Go get your Roy Johnson merch, man. Go get your Roy Johnson merch. Trust me. But yo, it's Mr. Anarfi,
Rewind it in there.
It's Mr. Anarfi, formerly known as the Foolish Professional. It's Mr. Anarfi.
Yeah,
WRESTHINGS podcast.
It's
Mr. Anarfi, also known as the Foolish Professional, formerly known as the VHS Pappy. To my left, I've got.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Yo, bro, yeah, come on, man.
Buenos dias. What's going on, people? It's your boy, Big Wave Roy Johnson. Ibiza's favourite wrestler. That's Way Lineker's favourite wrestler. That's your favourite shot girl's favourite wrestler. You might see me at opening at O Beach in my ring gear, and you will see me on the 23rd of March at Everything Patterned.
Everything patterned.
Yeah.
Pattern.
But if you see me in a rave, nightclub, festival, villa party, it wasn't me.
Make some noise for Everything Patterned.
Get your tickets now.
When I say guap, you say daddy. Guap.
Daddy.
Guap.
Daddy.
It's a strong star rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, Castrico loving, son of a gun. It's your boy Delboy, aka Saudi Lee, aka Jordan Michaels, aka the Nostalgia Police, aka the Cargill Maniac, aka the Black Velvet to your Red Velvet, aka I'm not gonna lie. God forgive me if I bust my nine. Let's fucking go.
Representing. Let me have that Smyrna. Is it Smyrna? Surma.
He said Smyrna. I say, what the fuck kind of party is this, fam?
I ain't even got no champagne in my cup still, but yo, it's your
We
boy
didn't have
Laps,
champagne in
the
the
main
cup,
event liver, champagne sipper, back again for that wrestle
Talk,
talk, that smack talk, that Kenny Omega talk, that get WRESTHINGS to 10K subscribers talk. To the man on my left.
Yo, people, it's your boy.
Wait, is that your left? That's your right. My left.
I knew it was coming.
This guy.
I knew it was coming. You could always time his intro. You could always time it.
Oh, did he change his voice?
Yo, my people, fam.
Oh,
I've been on
boy.
this TikTok too much.
Yo, my people.
Learning about anime, fam.
Yo, people, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour.
Too sweet to be sour.
aka the Hood Japanese correspondent, aka the CEO, the president, the commissioner, the TDM, Tokyo Dome merchants. We in the building.
Come on.
What's happening to wrestling?
Let's first start off by paying respects to Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall.
Should have that first, man. Yes, bro.
Yeah, you got the news.
I think
the outsiders.
I think in terms of my tradition back home in Ghana, we love to celebrate people's lives that's passed away. So we mourn a couple of days, and the rest of the days we celebrate man's life. So I think throughout this whole podcast, just to celebrate Scott Hall, the stuff he's done, stuff he's inspired us, stuff he's done for our parents. I've always said Scott Hall's your favorite. What did I say today?
Parents' favorite wrestler.
He's your parents' favorite. His
my
dad's
my
favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
My dad loves Scott Hall. His dad loves Scott Hall. I'm guessing a lot of.
Yeah, my mum brought up Scott Hall today actually. So sorry, microphone. Yeah, both my parents. Like my mum brought up Scott Hall today actually. So like it's everyone parents know Scott Hall. Yeah. So I think everyone definitely around my age anyway. Everyone knew who Scott Hall was. Everyone at school I went with knew who Scott Hall was. So big loss.
Very big loss for us, man.
100%, man. The streets lost a real one.
100%, man.
Very big loss. But before we go into it, I want to discuss. If you guys got any moments you want to share about Scott Hall, that stuck with you.
Boy,
I think my favorite one. I got two. So I think his debut when he first came into the ring, televised debut, and he like
as Razor or Scott?
As Razor Ramon. The first time I saw Razor Ramon, my cousin William, big up him. He's the one that showed me about Razor Ramon. I liked the way he dressed, like his swag. He was just very different from everyone else at the time. Everyone at the time was like, oh, but he was like cool, smooth, very like.
He had.
Do you know what I mean? And I thought he was Cuban. I actually thought he was Cuban. Yeah. Second moment is when there's a video of him, and I think it's the whole of NWO in the ring. They're just talking. Someone throws a can and like, a bottle of water at him, and it literally does nothing to him, bro.
It's mad cool, isn't it?
He just roughs it and he slicks his hair, bro. Do you know how much pizzazz and how much swag you need to have that, bro? Scott Hall, bro. Come on, man.
He had presence for sure. Yeah. My favorite moment of him, I actually got two. When he defeated Shawn Michaels in that ladder match, and then he was holding both Intercontinental title. Yeah, you know that.
He's holding.
You know that.
He's not holding like this. He's holding like this. You know what I mean? Like he's bending. Yeah.
Bro, the drippiest wrestler, fam. And then his entrance at ECW to Fuji's, fam. That was wavy.
That wasn't
the way he walks.
That wasn't televised, was it?
No.
That was a house show.
Yeah, most probably. Yeah.
Listen, you see how I'm going through crowds. I'm doing the Scott Hall. No, bro.
I think for me, his King of the Ring match with Bret Hart.
Yeah, very good match.
And his TNA theme. His TNA theme song is probably one of my favorite.
How did it go?
You'd have to play. It's kind of similar to that one of like his Razor Ramon theme.
Serious?
Like Dale Oliver, he used to be the producer for TNA. He used to reproduce
underrated.
Too sick. Play it. It's called Marvelous Me. It's a banger.
Copyright?
No, TNA don't know about copyright.
TNA don't care about
They
copyright.
didn't have budget them times.
Yeah, but,
Just a dream. And they're still here. Big up TNA. Make some noise for TNA. 20th anniversary. Make some noise for them, fam. Don't be stush, fam.
you do not like
No, TNA, not Impact. TNA.
Master, not Impact.
TNA.
Oh, yeah.
Big up TNA.
Did he wrestle? Did he actually have matches in TNA?
A few, but
It wasn't his best piece of work.
Yeah.
They just had the click there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the time when Hogan was in charge, I think. From what I remember. But anyway, my Scott Hall Razor on memory. The ladder match, obviously a ladder match. We mentioned the Fugees. I just think for me as a wrestler, the way he took certain moves was like very unique. Like he took a back body drop, for example. We did this like he was just mad at taking them. You have to go back and watch to see what I mean.
Incredible punches as well.
Very good punches, yeah. The way he took a stunner.
When he jumped, like he hits it, like I can't explain. Is he the one when he stamps his foot and hits? A bit like the Rock does it.
Oh yeah, kind of, but it's more like closed fist and Rock's open fist. But yeah, just a lot of things he does as a wrestler stood out. Obviously we mentioned the drip and the swag, effortlessly cool. The NWO stuff, just so many just cool moments, and yeah, he was an absolute guy. Yes, he'll be missed. Big miss.
100%.
I haven't heard Scott Hall's one of them guys where you, like I haven't heard. Actually, no, I'm gonna say that. What else happened? I was gonna say something, but I remembered.
No, you're gonna say I know you're gonna say.
Yeah. I forget. I was gonna say something, I remembered.
We celebrate the good things.
Yeah, trust me. That's what I say. We celebrate people's lives. That's my tradition. We celebrate people's lives.
He's had influence across the world, like not even just in the US, but obviously, big up Tadahashi, like you spoke about.
That was his last match, isn't it?
Huh?
That was his last big match in Japan.
Well, in Japan, I believe, and then obviously,
2001.
just that his imprint isn't just it's around the wrestling world, innit? And he just had, whether it's overt and subtle, he's had influences on some of our favorite wrestlers today, innit? So, like, he's definitely somebody, who is a legend. Legend is an understatement. Like, he's just one of those people that defined an era.
Yeah.
Like,
He changed wrestling.
yeah.
I think Kevin Nash changed wrestling forever.
Oh,
so-
for sure.
know.
You
see that duo there, Hall and Nash.
Yeah, no, even them two
Dangerous.
just coming into WCW and just
Dangerous. You know why I'm here.
Yeah.
this is where the big boys play.
Yeah. Big it up, bro. Honestly.
It's proper shit.
10 round clap.
Oh, yeah, 10-second clap.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Truly missed, bro. Yeah. Let's get straight down to what happened this week in terms of what happened on Raw. We'll go to AEW after. Two things. When it comes to WWE, if you don't really watch WWE regularly, so I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying this. I'm talking about everyone because I saw a lot of people upset on the day, and I told you guys. The reason why I watch Raw on Mondays is that on Mondays I work till late. I'm always doing stuff after time, so I've got Raw, I've got BT Sport on, and I'm just watching it. If it happens, it happened. I never watch the full show. I always watch the first half and I go to sleep. This week I found out that a lot of people are watching Raw because they thought Cody Rhodes was gonna come out because it's in Jacksonville. What's it like? I'm sorry, but did you really think that was? Obviously, I was going for it. I was on the group chat. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, Cody is gonna come out. It's gonna come out. But I wasn't actually watching it for a man to be like, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't disappointed. What would you man think? What would you man think? Big up Gigi though.
Big up Gigi.
I love you, Gigi. In case you guys think I'm talking about Gigi, yeah, I'm talking about Gigi. Gigi, why? Gigi, why? You should have slept, bro. I told you, grab the pillow and the popcorn. Let's go sleep. If I was with Gigi, I would have put you to sleep. No, that sounds mad.
What do you mean?
I just shut myself.
You better sleep.
What I said. If I was watching Gigi, I would have told Gigi, no, don't even watch this. Just go to bed. Let me clear the table. I watch this. We're doing on bed. So yeah. Hey, chill. Hey, chill, man. Hey, chill. Let me. That's not this. Let's do this.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that is the maddest thing that's been said on this podcast. I think that's the wildest.
I love it.
A madness has been said on this podcast. I think that is the wildest one.
I love me. Represent it.
That is the maddest. I'm actually in shock.
Bro, you got what I was coming from.
The thing is, like, you stopped yourself from finishing
I
the
was
sentence.
I did what I'm saying, innit? You get what I'm saying?
We'll get what you're saying. Do it is, you have to remember, you see when it comes to like the poor stuff, it's agenda over what, like we know what you're trying to say, but in hands, like if it's actually deep what you're saying. It sounds mad. But yeah, people put themselves through like unprovoked stress. Watching Raw, watching WWE that you don't usually watch.
Sorry, bro.
If you don't usually watch WWE and you've just watched WWE for the sake of seeing Cody, then I mean, what do you expect? You're definitely going to be disappointed.
Do you know when I knew it was going to happen? Because when I was watching it, Seth done this thing backstage. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe we might get it tonight, whatever. If it doesn't happen, it is what it is. Seth Dunne's thing was, oh, I've got a plan. And he went backstage, he went into the ring, innit? And from when he didn't do a thing where it was like, oh, cool, I'm doing an open challenge. I'm not wrestling at WrestleMania, I want to do an open challenge. And from when he didn't say that and he said something about Stone Cold, I was like, yeah, it's a myth, it's not happening. Because you can't have two in one night.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Even if next week happens now, apparently it's still on paper. Like they've not agreed that Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins is still on a match on paper. But next week, if he comes next week and he does the same thing, so if he brings in Kevin Owens again, it's not like don't expect anything until after
Mania.
So what is the story with Seth? Is it a thing where he's chasing?
So basically,
he's looking to find a way to get into WrestleMania.
Yes. Seth is trying to find a way to get to WrestleMania because their plan was to get on WrestleMania through winning the tag team championships.
Okay, and obviously that failed. And then
That failed.
Had one-on-one with
Yeah.
Kevin Owens to
So they're not split up.
Okay,
They're not
fair
split up. But their friendship's kind of gone sour.
Yeah.
Seth's come out and goes, yeah, I want to go to WrestleMania, and the only way I want to go to it is because I want to have my own show, and I want to have it as the Seth freaking Rollins show, innit? To basically rubbish Kevin Owens thing, and Kevin Owens wasn't having it. They had a match, and yeah, I fell asleep then. So yeah.
But Gigi was awake.
I big up Gigi, man. Big up Gigi.
Every single time.
Whoa, I'm losing my shit. But yeah, flipping, yeah. Yeah, don't expect anything much raw on that, man. Anything? You have an AW stuff?
I was even on my way here. I was listening to the William Regal podcast.
You haven't got released, yeah?
Yeah,
It's been so far so yeah. I'm only like fake.
Let's feel Jericho asking if you're stupid.
No, I mean Jericho's more or less taking a back seat and letting William Regal talk.
Yeah, he's
It's tissue.
Yeah.
No.
But
that's good then.
the promo that William Regal cut last week. I saw a lot of people say they weren't fans of it, but I properly enjoyed it. Like, I was gonna shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie to you. You were saying a lot of real stuff, and even to hear about his health like deteriorating and him thinking he's not gonna be here as long as he wants to be. It's like, fam, people are really
Apparently that's a rumor.
You understand why if this is a Jericho podcast, he goes through like
he talks about like all his surgeries,
all the stuff he's
like in 2018 I think he had like they gave him like 24 hours to live. And he was wrestling for maybe like 10 years of a broken neck.
Shit.
Biceps. Bro, he's been through a lot, man.
Yeah, he's been through the wars.
He's been through a lot, man.
Big up Regal, man.
Yeah, big him up, man.
Big up William Regal every single time.
I need to listen to that. Did you drop today?
Yeah.
Yeah, his promo was good, and then the way he was. If you saw the difference in when he spoke about Brian Danielson
and then
John Moxley, I was just
I said
like,
last week.
that is hilarious. It was great.
That last
it was
week.
proper great to hear. I love Daniel Bryan, man. Honestly, I've always been a fan of him, but he's slowly creeping.
Nah, I can't.
Like he's made it into my top 10 now of all time. Yeah. He's probably gonna make it into my.
Like
he might overtake Kurt Angle. I'm being very real.
Has he overtaken Jericho?
Remember to talk
No,
about
Jericho's number one. Who will always be number
Remember
one?
to talk about Keith Lee and Seth Scott because I've got something to say about these two guys.
Right.
That's really that.
What else happened?
You guys
Obviously-
Or do you guys have anything to say about the William Regal stuff?
Nah, obviously, with the William, no, you said I'm gonna talk about obviously Scorpio Sky winning the title.
Oh, I was happy about that. But
Yeah, Scorpio's cool. I'm not a fan of Scorpio, but I'm happy for him, innit? I'm happy for him. We'll see what happens today. Either option, I'm happy with. If Wardlow wins, I'm good with it. If Scorpio retains through MJF shenanigans, I'm okay with it, innit? So, like, guys, I'm just happy that the title's off Sammy, and then Sammy can do something else. Obviously, at Jericho Appreciation Society. In terms of a faction, it's lit. The name ill.
But it serves its purpose.
Yes,
Yeah,
no, it tells us
Yeah,
still because
tells-
because Jericho's self-serving. It makes sense. I just don't like the name in it. But no, Dynamite was a solid episode of AW as per usual.
Adam Cole, Young Bucks thing.
With
That was sick.
Yeah.
that was sick. I'm invested, man.
yeah, no, without
I'm invested.
yeah, because it's like
Wait, what happened? Because I didn't watch Dynamite still.
so obviously after Adam Page's match with Dante
Oh,
Martin.
that was a good match as well.
After Adam
That was a
Page's
good
match
match,
with Dante Martin, Adam Cole came out and basically he was like, Simple Wrestling thing, this feud's not over. I've got tag team partners next week. I've got some young bucks that will really fuck you up and stuff
best
like
friends.
that.
Yeah.
My best friends, and then the young bucks backstage were like to Adam Cole, were like, bro, this
I'm
like,
trying to get involved.
we're not involved anymore. Like the beef, the passer between me and Paige is done.
Adam Cole's like, I'm not even picking you guys.
I'm
going with the Red
going
Dragon.
with Red Dragon. You know them ones anyway. It's like, yeah, man.
That was sick. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
man. Nah, I'm liking this story, man. Yeah, man. It was like I said, solid episode of AEW. No real. The only thing I don't like, well, this was more of Rampage. I'm just not feeling this. I'm not feeling this Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa build. No, what we do? He's talking about Swerve Squad.
Yeah.
About go on to talk your shit.
No, finish your stuff. Finish it.
No, I got that back. The Swerve Squad debut was sick. It was a first debut match.
Was it against Tony Nese?
It was a sick match.
I don't know what it is yet. I can't see myself watching Rampage. I don't know why.
That's my problem.
I actually can't watch
That's my
Rampage.
problem. Why are they not wrestling on flipping thingy? Dynamite.
Do you know how much?
And I'm hearing all the matches have been on Rampage.
do
Do you know how many man are on? Okay, what would you have taken off Dynamite? Because
What was on the card Dynamite this week?
what this week?
Was it the
Last
St.
week.
Patrick's?
Last week.
The only match I probably didn't care for was Wheeler Yuta and Pac.
Fair enough.
That's the only match I didn't
I
care
would
for.
have put thingy
I mean,
them on there.
just to answer your question, I think reason why you can't watch Dynamite is, Rampage is because
late.
it's technically the B show.
Nah,
and it's late, and it's
Yeah,
mad
it's
late. Is what the
People are
thing.
missing matches like Keith Lee versus who did Keith had a match with QT Marshall.
Yeah.
You're missing that match. Put them on the main card, man.
No, but the thing is that what are you taking off the thing about Rampage that there's even before, let's say even before the stacks, even before Tony started doing Universe One and signing people were always saying that there's 2 hours of television is not enough to get to showcase everything you need.
Free, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I even said I think
do that.
Rampage
no.
used to be 3 hours.
no, no
Who
way.
that doesn't even start for 3 hours of
For
Raw?
3 hours of
We're talking
Raw,
about 3 hours of
no,
Rampage.
Rampage should be 2. Rampage. I think Rampage should have another hour.
I mean, only okay. Look, let me tell you something.
It should also be live as well.
Rampage.
Yeah.
And start a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm Rampage. Sorry, what did I say? Rampage 3 hours.
You said Dynamite.
Dynamite shouldn't be
I
3
said
hours.
I said
No
that, so they can
way.
showcase more wrestlers. But
If
they've
maybe
got so
doing
much wrestlers now,
maybe if
bro.
they're doing like Dynamite specials where they're doing like the St. Patrick's Day and all
Yes,
the
that
winter's
should be,
coming,
yes.
maybe that should be 3 hours. But other than that, keep it 2 hours.
Bro,
Bro.
people will cook us. They'll look back on old episodes and say you're complaining about Raw when it's 3 hours.
3 hours,
Yeah.
and then
But I don't complain about Raw on this.
Like, remember your theory. If someone stops the podcast at this right moment where you're talking about it, they're gonna cook you.
I
so
don't.
it's-
But listen, that's people. I don't complain about Raw. That's what people are watching WWE for the
'Cause you
wrong
don't
reason.
watch it.
I watch WWE though.
No, you don't watch
Wait,
3 hours.
I do watch it. I watch the first half and watch the next half next day.
Okay, you're not watching it 3 hours in total.
No,
but
one sitting.
who in England watches 3 in one?
But
total?
it's no, it's a
GG.
show. Wait, no. We can't micromanage a show like this. If a show comes on, that's like me saying, oh yeah, Game of Thrones is 1 hour, but I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones on Monday, then the rest on Tuesday. The show's supposed to be
But you
consumed.
do
as
that
a
though.
free- No, you consume the show as a one thing. Obviously,
I'll do that.
yeah, no. But
Well,
for me,
okay.
the director intended all of this to be watched as one.
So you're gonna watch out. You're gonna binge watch the whole of Game of Thrones. You just want one episode.
One episode of Game of Thrones is an hour. You watch that 1 hour. One episode of Rampage of Dynamite is 2 hours. I watch the 2 hours. I don't watch things in segments.
I watch it.
I literally, that's the way I consume
The
it.
thing is, if I miss if I watch half of it and start the next day, I have to watch the full thing again.
Yeah.
It's
It's
different.
pacing.
You know why? Because I watch it when I'm going to sleep. So I'm falling asleep and after my phone's like that. So since I'm about to go off, I'll put my phone down and I'll continue with the next day.
No, I understand why you do that because life is life, innit? Like,
Yeah.
No, man, people. I'm not saying you're wrong for doing that. I'm saying lives. But if I have the opportunity to watch 2 hours of it, I'm gonna watch it in one sitting. Me, like, I don't even watch Raw. I stopped watching Raw. But when I was watching Raw, 3 hours was treacherous.
I just used to watch highlights.
It was treacherous.
I can't like watching 3 hours on BT Sports long because the
It's
adverts are long, bro.
Treacherous.
The
Yeah,
adverts, Simon Miller,
I
buy
think,
your
as Del
2K
said-
today. Look at Simon Miller.
Yo,
though.
as Del said, I think 3 hours is only reasonable when it's like a pay-per-view
Yeah,
or
it
something.
doesn't make
But
sense.
yeah, like a
Because-
TV special.
Because even when we watched Revolution, right? Revolution's like 4 hours. People were like, "Oh, Revolution's too long." So imagine people, that's their pay-per-view.
That was like 5. Was that 4 hours? 5 hours?
No, like 4 hours,
Yeah, 5 hours.
including with the pre-show.
Yeah.
Pre-show 5 hours, but over I think it's 4 hours. The actual people saying that's too long, and that's what you get that once every you get that 4 times a year. And that's too long. So you want every week 3 hours? Impossible never. You can't. Yeah, impossible can't.
I think
Me.
the only reason I'm saying this because obviously in terms of I want more stars to be shown on AEW if possible. Like Keith, I don't want Keith Lee to get lost. I don't want Sir Scott to get lost. I don't want Tony Nese to get lost. I don't want who else just got signed. Who else just got signed? That's like a
Bro,
great.
let's be real. A lot of men are they're not even lost. They can't even be found. They're nowhere to be seen. Like there's a missing poster with Jay Lethal's face on it.
Jay Lethal's mashing work at dark.
Who the fuck is watching dark? What the hell is a dark?
Thank you. I don't know, man.
What the hell is dark?
But I mean, if you
Good show regardless.
Let's be real. If they're put
Is
on
it's a good
dark-
show?
I mean, good show, as in AW good.
No, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but
But we have to
there is-
criticize it when we have
you
to.
have to fight for your position, innit? If you do find yourself on dark, I'm sorry.
No, but Chavo Guerrero.
This one's not even fighting for position. This one's
No,
fighting
the
for your
Chavo
life.
Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero fighting for their life.
Chavo Guerrero said yeah that in order for you to boost yourself up in AW, yeah, you've got to basically write your own shit.
All right, so invest in learning how to write.
And not
your own
everyone can
shit.
wait their own shit.
Yeah, that's why I say invest into learning.
And I
how
think
to write your own shit.
I slightly think that's deep.
Why? It's different systems.
You get.
It's a different because the thing is because there are
creative control.
because like I said, and now this is why 2 companies are important. If you don't want to write your own shit, there's the company that'll write the shit for you.
Where would you go?
Me, I go AW.
Where would you go?
Probably AEW, but then I do feel like they need someone that's handle creative.
Thank you.
I'll be very
Bro, you're a pro wrestler. Where would you go?
Whoever's paying me the most.
Make some noise for whoever's making.
Like me, but for me, yeah, it's like no, I do. 2 things can be true at the same time.
I would go to AEW.
No, I do agree, yeah, that there needs to be some sort of like, there needs to be like, not more micromanagement, but just more overall structure. But I feel like, cool. Like I said, not everything, some people flourish when they're allowed to get their own shit off. Look at people like MJF, Punk. Them man are just, they're loving it because they're able to, and those are the people who are getting the most screen time. The most quote-unquote creative people are getting the quote-unquote screen time.
Like Derek said, I do feel like, cool, you're allowed to have your own creative, but I do feel like there should be a room where, for example, say someone like Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah.
or someone like Wheeler Yuta can't write something or come up with an idea. I do believe that there's a room that they can go to, man. Listen, we've got a plan here. Why don't you follow this? And after this can be your first sort of.
But that's why I feel like guys like Regal are important. Hopefully, this is provided they utilize them properly. This is why guys like the signing of Regal, I'm so happy for it, because that's an experience. If Tony Khan is smart, he'll listen to a guy. He'll be like, you know what, Regal? Once this.
Tony Khan's a creative.
No, wait. Once you're done with, once you want to hang up your boots and you don't want to do this manager role, come talk to these young talent, because that's a person who specializes in character stuff, innit? More so than a Mark Henry or Big Show, no disrespect to them. But more like, he's somebody who's literally, he was one of the like, pillars of NXT in terms of character creation and stuff. So if AW are smart, they'll utilize somebody in the backstage and be like, listen, cool. Regal, talk to these young guys, help them cultivate their character, and I'm sure Regal would love to do that. But that's provided, that's a big if they do that.
I'm sure Regal's someone that can also even be a liaison to like working with other companies. Like
exactly,
he spoke very highly of like sending Daniel Bryan to all these different companies. He even sent him to Butlins. He spoke about he sent Cash Wheeler to Butlins as well. Yeah. When I spoke to Nathan Cruz, him and Cash Wheeler were in Butlins together. They were doing the holiday circuits together. So and before William Regal used to always go to like the PWGs, the Evolves. He used to go to all these different places just to scout talent and just to give people advice and just to speak to them. So if he's in a role like that, where it's like, okay, cool, you're a great wrestler, but you need to be getting more reps in. Maybe I can take you to PWG, I can take you to AW, I can take you to all these different places, just to kind of just get your reps out, fight in front of different audiences, then come back, and then maybe, if we see some improvement, we could probably send you to Ring of Honor or something.
Exactly.
That's a shout, because you have someone in a position that can really guide.
Someone that's been doing it even when he was an active wrestler in
then
2001,
AEW
2002.
kind of has that. They've got legendary talent. The Big Show, Mark Henry.
I mean, which is fair, but then at the end of the day, there's no track record of us knowing that Big Show is someone that does something like that. Maybe with Mark Henry is someone that is heavily into recruiting and bringing people from athletic background.
He's done it with Jade.
Do you know what I mean? But with William Regal, the track record shows from the early 2000s. He had Daniel Bryan.
I wouldn't want to discredit them guys, because
it's never discrediting them. It's more so a thing of like, with Big Show, there's no track record of us knowing that, you know what, maybe he's doing stuff behind the scenes that we don't know, and credit to him if he's doing that. But with someone like Mark Henry, we've at least seen some receipts. With with William Regal, we've seen his imprint within certain wrestlers and within the whole company. With the Big Show, we haven't seen anything.
But I think with Big Show, it's just the fact that he's been in the biggest company for how many years. He's got.
That's what I say. We can never discredit him.
He's got some value that he can offer.
All these wrestlers will always have value. Do you know what I mean?
And I feel like as well, like I said this early on when AW said, I feel like excursions are important. I feel like a lot of man go to, I don't know which companies, but go to a company for a year, learn something, because that excursions are such a tool that I feel like a lot of wrestlers could use, especially a lot of the younger guys. I feel like somebody like a Dante Martin, cool, he's got the talent, he's gonna be there. There's still kinks he needs to work out, and I feel like he's grown up in an American system. He's wrestled, a lot of the same faces a lot of time. Fam, go Mexico for like a year. Learn with the luchadors. Go Japan or go wherever. Go to Europe. Like, do a circuit around Rev Pro or Progress, and then learn something from there, and then come back. And now you're offering something different to your contemporaries, because all of these man in AEW and not the Western scene, they've wrestled each other. So all they're learning from is each other.
What they do is play PlayStation and wrestle with each other.
Yeah,
not that it's a bad thing, but bro, all these men are in the same locker rooms.
Exactly.
They're doing 2K tournaments.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
Go somewhere else, learn something different, come back, and then.
Like, imagine if Daniel Garcia comes to UK for a year.
Bro, I feel
then goes back.
I feel like he should, that's somebody who should.
I got
to distinguish himself.
For that to happen, does the wrestler have to do it themselves, or does the company invest in them to do it?
I think it's both. Both.
The company has to obviously that another company can utilize their talent for an extended period of time. But obviously, the wrestler should have some say so and be like, yo, I want to go here. So,
well, sometimes some wrestlers take it upon themselves to you know what, I want to venture to this country. I think that's what Chris Brooks done, didn't he? He got signed by DDT and then ended up moving there officially.
I think that's what happened with him. I think it's a lot easier for wrestlers to do it when they're not signed, because there's less things they need to worry about. Being forgotten, a forgotten face on TV, for example. If a wrestler, obviously they're signed and they signed a contract, whatever, they need to be with that company to honor part of that contract, obviously. But if they can go and travel, it's always to their benefit. Like I think a lot of people in the example that William Regal was given about Daniel Bryan and Cash Wheeler, I think they did it before they got signed, but when they were being looked at, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, WWE interested or whoever was interested, if you get this experience, like you'll stand up above other people. So I think, obviously it helps everyone. I wish I could have done it, to be honest, but old.
It makes sense.
They're still doing jumpy, so calm down.
Trust me.
Hey, we're gonna do a 450 flip like next week.
Nah, man.
Buenos dias.
Nah, it's that for a Phoenix splash. Come on, man.
Hurricane Rana and all that, man.
I'll do one leap from
Anybody who kicks out should be sued. Travesty.
We say something.
No, go.
Next week is everything patterned.
Make some fucking noise. No, we have to stand up for this. Make some noise, man. Everything patterned. This is the one we've been waiting for. I can't lie to you. I'm sure every month, every time we come on the podcast, it's like, so Roy, when's everything patterned? So now I'm gonna ask you because it's been a while. When's everything patterned?
So when this comes out, well, it comes out Friday. Always comes out Friday. I know the drill. It will be the Wednesday following, 23rd of March. Like Del Boy said, I've been asked about this a lot by you guys, by other wrestlers, by people generally, and when I say a lot, I mean for like the last, I want to say year and a half. People are asking when everything pattern 2 coming, blah blah blah, and I've been trying to work on things, and then as soon as progress is made, do you want to do it? I was like, let's go, but I couldn't tell. Obviously, couldn't tell no one until it was nailed down and we had something to announce. So. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. There's a lot of planning, a lot of work that's gone into it, but it's going to be worth it.
So what? Everything's patterned, yeah?
Everything. Not everything. We're partly patterned right now.
Partially.
Yeah, partially patterned.
So just for those who don't know what everything pattern is, can you give them like a brief description of?
Yeah, so
even
basically,
brief. Just explain as much as you want, bro.
So the first one we ran was in Black History Month in 2019, the UK version, Black History Month in October. So the card featured predominantly black talent. We had, outside of that, we had RJ Singh and Kieran Corrupt appearing by, I guess by the nature of the tag teams they're in. So I guess everything pattern now has grown on to be, obviously it's outside of Black History Month, so it's more inclusive of other minority ethnic groups. So we now got people like TK Cooper on there. We got Keenan Krishna on there, Harry Singh. Jordan Saeed, RJ Singh's back.
Talent.
So we got like Giselle. We got a real good crop of people and a mix of different styles and what have you, and people from all different parts of the world, different races and stuff. So we've really got a nice mix and blend of people. And because it's not for Black History Month, I'm not tied down, or we're not tied down to this idea that it has to all just be black talent. So and my whole thing is, I said this, I put out a tweet today to say it, but, British wrestling's for everyone. So British wrestling's to be enjoyed by everyone. So that's the main reason why we're doing it, really. And yeah, like I said, it's been a long time coming. I've wanted to do this for a long time, but me, myself, I don't have, I guess, I don't have the facilities to put on shows myself. So it's just good that, Progress stepped in and kind of came to me, asked me if I wanted to do it, because they know I've been waiting for the right time to be able to do it. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I think hopefully this one goes well. I see no reason why it shouldn't. We got fantastic talent, real strong roster of people who are doing it, and I want to bring it forward and carry it on.
Sick, man. I've got front seat. I literally got a front seat, so yeah, I'm gonna be seeing everything from. And any madness gonna happen, like any sort of like. Any still chairs, none of that shit. Because I'm sitting in front seat, bro.
I can't tell you. Can't promise nothing.
Wait, can I ask you something? Is there going to be a mad special guest? I think I did see a special guest on one of the posters. Roy Johnson. I think that's the big special guest, right?
Oh wait, the cruiserweight.
Yeah,
205 Live.
But on the road, is there like a special guest that you can't say anything about? That's stupid.
If there's a special guest,
give me a trailer. One man.
On a journey. Don't come, like I said, don't come on with expectation.
I want the WRSTHINGS. I want the WRSTHINGS.
No, you see, don't be like the WRSTHINGS man.
Is Beyonce gonna be there?
But
yeah, I'm gassed. I'm looking forward to. Obviously, we saw the first thing when we first met you. You sent us about everything pattern. I went out to go see the highlight. I think I saw you guys doing the candy,
yeah.
and I was like, "This is sick, man."
We're gonna do candy after. Is there gonna be a DJ? Like, can we rave? Like, man, want rave, bro.
Are we gonna be? What music are we hearing, bro?
I'm in charge of the playlist for before the show and during the interval and stuff. So it's not going to be. I know you guys have experienced progress. It's not going to be. It's not going to be punk rock.
It's not going to be like what's it thingy?
I can add that to the playlist if you want it. You sound like you like that song.
Do you know what I want? I want to hear Westside Gun. I want to be hearing.
Hey yo.
I want some of the swave on here.
17 next time.
When I hear Westside
Westside swave fam.
As we hearing the slave on that joke.
Listen, let me know. I'm putting the playlist together, so just let me know what you want.
Send him the tape.
I'm dead.
I'll show camera, bro. But yeah, I'm gassed for it, man.
Make sure you get your tickets now.
Get your tickets, man.
Get your tickets now. You got your ticket?
It's on my laptop.
I got my ticket. You got your ticket?
I got my ticket.
You got your ticket? We all got our tickets, man. Make sure you get your tickets, fam.
Yeah, everyone get your ticket. Everyone, I'm looking at you. Get your ticket. Use my referral link as well.
Give them the location as well.
Yeah, sorry, I'm really bad at promoting.
That's all right.
23rd of March is at the Dome in Tufnell Park. It's
Where is that?
Near Camden.
Yeah, Camden. Next stop up from Camden.
Yeah,
so
that's local still.
Camden. I like Camden.
Like you come out the station, across the road, you're there.
I bet you do. This guy fan.
Sounds like HMH.
Trust me.
Not even. I like Cancer Good area.
He's got a big smile on his face.
You see when you see NK smile, you know that picture of Roman Reigns where he's smiling. That's NK fam. Devious.
Someone posted a picture of Roman Reigns' wife today on Twitter. She's a very beautiful woman, man. Just put out there.
The black lady, innit?
Yeah, now she's like mixed race.
I've seen that, but I haven't really clocked it properly.
The tribal chief has a.
He's got a beautiful family as well. Got 4 kids, right?
Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Can you anything less?
Nah, come on, it's Roman Reigns, man. He said nigga, so I would.
He said nigga.
Man, no, fam.
Yeah.
But can you explain to people the importance of this show?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so this is gonna be
and why it's important for shows like this to happen, because I'm sure, like, as a wrestler yourself, especially doing a show like this, you're tired of seeing like the discourse around like, oh, but if it was an all-white card, you guys wouldn't like it. And it's like, my friend, we live in it.
Yeah, we living in it. I got all the receipts. But and this is probably going to be a long ramble. But
talk your shit, man.
So it's like
this is WRESTHINGS, bro. This ain't these grapple app rating fucking podcasts, fam. Come on, man.
Can't buy more cases with grapple ratings. Yeah, so like the first thing, this is like the very reason it came about. There's Rob Braze. I mentioned this before on the pod, but he's a photographer, real great photographer. So I bring him up. Does the progress photography, and he tweeted about diversity in British wrestling. Like, is there an issue with it? Blah blah blah. Became a big discussion. The discussion filtered backstage to a progress show that I was there to watch, and people talked to me about it because I was pretty much the only black face backstage on that particular show. And I was saying, look, in my opinion. Like, look at this progress show today, and this is no disrespect to the progress of the past or what have you, but it was all white faces. This particular show, and one particular wrestler I won't name said to me, okay, so look at this show today. If you were to put, black wrestlers, black and minority ethnic wrestlers on this show, who would you take out of this card? Implying that the level that the black wrestlers in this country were on wasn't the same level as the people on this show. So I kind of felt, I was like, fair point if that's what you think. I think the talent is there, but they need a platform to show it. And the thing with wrestling is you can't get good at wrestling without wrestling. Like, you can't get to the level of those particular shows, the big shows, without wrestling on those big shows. So, it's a catch-22 situation. Like, until people put in that situation, they'll never be in that situation. So I went away and I wrote this little wrestling card on when I was at work that ended up being the card for everything pattern, basically, apart from like one guy who we couldn't book, which is actually crazy when you think about it. When you like got a show that's like not too far in advance, but you're trying to book people for one show and on a Saturday as well, and everyone's available. When you think about it now, it's mad because wrestlers generally aren't available. So what's the chances of getting like 20 odd people all available at the same time?
Yeah. You had imports as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so we had Darius and Sugar. Now I think Sugar was part of his excursion to the UK at the time, so he was already in country. So we kind of classed him as one of ours, one of us anyway.
I thought he was actually one. I thought he was one of us.
Well, that's the thing, because he based himself in Leeds, and he does a very British wrestling style kind of thing. And Darius was in the country as well, because Darius, I can't remember if he was based in London or not, but he was training at Knuckle Locks for quite a bit. So they were there. But yeah, the show happened. It was a great success, and it did everything that I wanted it to achieve in terms of it gave us a platform. Like people on that show then went on to later sign for NXT UK, work for WWE, work for NWA, work for AEW. People booked on shows all over the country. People are champions all over the country, all that sort of stuff. So loads of like good positive stuff came off the back of it. You had people who had WWE tryouts as well, and all that sort of stuff. So it really did raise the profile for everyone who was on that show. And the second reason I wanted to do it, and it's something that like I'm sure you guys can relate to, because you guys go to wrestling shows, and especially a lot more recently as well. Back when I started watching wrestling, I was the only blackface in the crowd, and this is British wrestling. Yeah. So actually, I tell a lie. JPR got me into watching British wrestling.
Yeah, JPR.
So JPR brought me to a Progress show.
You met him at WrestleMania, right?
I met JPR in Miami, WrestleMania, and then later that year or the next year, he's on my case to go to a Progress show, and I'm like, I'm not really interested in watching British wrestling. And he took me there, watched it. The show blew my mind, but me and him were the only black faces there. And then fast forward a bit, obviously I learned to wrestle. I then made my debut and stuff, and then obviously I got friends like guys all different kind of races or what have you, black, minority, ethnic guys, whatever. They all love wrestling. You know how it is with us, how you guys are so passionate about wrestling and stuff, but like they don't go to watch indie wrestling, Brit Rest, because it's mad. There's wrestling on your doorstep and you won't go to watch it. Like it's cheaper than going to watch WWE. It's more accessible. It's more intimate. Like, but you don't go. And they're like, yeah, we don't go because, like, we don't go to all. I was making specific reference to my shows that I'm on. It's like, oh yeah, the time we came to watch you was sick and that, but like, the crowd weren't our people, and we felt like we stuck out, and we didn't feel like we were wanted there, and that kind of thing. So, and in that it creates other issues with wrestling in terms of trying to grow the scene, because what a lot of people don't realize and what promoters don't realize is everyone's pitching their show to the same people, to the same crowds constantly. It's like that pool of fans isn't growing. Yeah. And like there's some companies who do well to grow outside of that. So, for example, Pro Wrestling Eve, they do really well in attracting different kinds of fans because they pitch their shows all women's wrestling. People like Lucha Britannia who are no longer around, but they pitch their shows very much as like an alternative night out rather than a wrestling show. So they put their stuff in like Time Out, and they get people coming from after work to come and watch and stuff. But like other than that, everyone's pitching to the same people, and it's you see the same faces in the crowd, and it's like, okay, there's more promotions going on, there's more shows going on, but the amount of people that are there isn't growing because the same people going to the same show. So for me, I wanted British wrestling to come to a place where like you guys like you guys yourselves, Skillet, Mex, etc. Everyone could come and watch wrestling and enjoy it and not feel like out of place. And I've seen all the blogs and stuff you guys put out when you go to shows, and like the energy and like the passion and the love that you guys have for wrestling, not just wrestling, for British independent wrestling, is like unmatched by anyone else there. So it's like, we do like wrestling. We are passionate about wrestling. So why is it not reflected in the crowds and stuff? So that's something I want to sort out. After the first show, when I went out into the crowd, you could see there's a very diverse group of people. There was black faces, white faces, Asian faces, everyone enjoying themselves and what have you. People messaged me after the show saying, "No, this is my first time I've been to a wrestling show. I took my son and he's like in love with wrestling now." And those people are now going to go and watch other shows. especially when they watch other shows that people on Everything Patterned were on. They might be from the Birmingham area and they've seen DeReese and like, oh well, they see a post that DeReese is on, and then they'll go and watch the show DeReese is on. There might be people from London who might have seen, I don't know, who's from London? Me. Let me talk about myself for a little bit. Me. They might see me.
Good shit, man.
No, I don't like to talk about myself too much, but I might have seen a picture, might have seen me at the show and then seen a poster with me on it, and they're like, yo, I liked that Roy Johnson guy. I'm gonna go to watch one of the shows.
That's one of the reasons why I turned up at the Purpose show. I saw that you was on the card. You didn't know I was coming. You saw me in the crowd.
Yeah.
You got what I mean? So I saw you and I was like, okay, this is gonna be sick. Roy's gonna be there. So there's someone that at least I know in it that's on there that and that was good, man. It feels good, man.
Yeah, and the third reason, which is probably a bit more personal to me, is I have a nephew who loves wrestling. He's 9 years old. He's if you go, his house is like his bedroom. He's got wrestling figures everywhere, WWE stuff everywhere. He's got 3 wrestling rings. He's got replica belts. He's got all this sort of stuff. He's a mad wrestling fan. Big Kofi Kingston fan. Big fan of the New Day. All that sort of stuff. And I want to get to a point in a very, very soon future where I can take him to a wrestling show, and there's a black wrestler in the ring that he can look at and be like, oh, I can do this. But like until if there's going to be cast of all white people, I'm not taking him to him because I that reflects badly on of the impression of British wrestling, and it tells him subconsciously that this isn't for him. And I'd never want to put my nephew in that position because he loves wrestling.
Is he coming next week?
No, because it's an adult show, so like it's a bit.
I need to get in as well.
Yeah. But there's going to be a point where I'm on a show that he can come to, and I want him to come to. So, and that's really important to me anyway. The whole representation piece, and it's the same for other people. You get, and not even just a race thing. I've been on so many shows where you see a little girl in the crowd and they're looking at the women's wrestlers in absolute awe.
Yeah.
Because they can see themselves potentially doing it at one point in their life. So, yeah, for me, in a nutshell, that's what it's about. Just making sure that British wrestling is enjoyed by everyone because it should be enjoyed by everyone.
I like that, man. I'm gassed to even walk into the venue and see a lot of black faces and Asian faces, different faces. But when I mean different, I mean as in a large majority of them.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we've been to so many shows. Like the last Progress show we went to, I couldn't see anyone else, but me, Mex, and Lincoln stuck out like a sore thumb. Everyone saw us. We were making so much noise. Even go further back, went to Iron Fist Pro Wrestling show. Me, Derek, my boy Eddie, and Laps's first show. We were the only ones there. Like not only black people there. We stuck out like a sore thumb, and we made so much noise to the point that people were coming over to stand next to us. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like when it comes to black people, whenever we go to shows or go to places, we always make sure our culture is shown, or we'll always make sure that we are the culture. That we always make sure that we are making the noise, we are bringing everything. Because it's like I don't understand how people go wrestling shows. I'm just saying in general. I understand how people go wrestling shows and just sit down there and just watch the wrestling like that. Like do you know what I mean? When we're there, we're getting gas. We're getting we're bringing. Do you know what I mean? We're bringing something to the match. We're bringing. You know what I'm saying?
And then also I feel like a black wrestler, I don't know how it is for you as a wrestler, but like you going into the shows and performing, how does it feel to see somebody like who looks like you in the crowd? Because like we said, sometimes we stick out like a sore thumb, and sometimes you may even go to a show and you as the wrestler might be the only black person there. So like, how does it feel to go out into the crowd and just see someone like who's not only looks at you but who's cheering for you louder than probably anyone else's? Like, how does that feel for you?
I guess I might even throw this question back to you guys because, so you mentioned earlier purpose, yeah. I only clocked you in the crowd because I saw a black face. I'm like, was a black face.
Was that Purpose show? Oh yeah,
Purpose show. Yeah, and I was like, it's black face, and I was like, oh, it's Anarfi, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've had the same with Michael. If you've been on, I'm sure he must have clocked you guys at Rev Pro, right?
Yeah,
you're cool.
You know, or Mike Oku.
Yeah.
I clocked. Do you know? Michael didn't know I was at the show until I bucked him at the merchandise store.
Yeah. Because
he was standing there. When he came out, he done the Now We Play stuff. He facing towards me, but because I had my mask on, I don't think he clocked it was me.
Yeah.
So when I've bucked him at the merchandise, like he's obviously still in character because he's a heel in it. So when I was swings, I was like, "Yo, Michael, it's Anarfi," and I pulled him off. He goes, he winks at me, then he goes back into his character because obviously he didn't want to break thing. But after the show, he greeted me and said, "Well, like, how you doing and stuff."
But yeah, like it's something that I notice.
I was glad to see you coming out like that to the gig song though.
Yeah.
To 187, so it's always nice. It's like, can I say that? It's like when you watch, so for example, I always go by that rule of rooting for everyone that's black. So if I'm watching a boxing match, and after the black guy is getting chiefed up, I'm standing in front of that team. I say, yo, bang him. Do you get what I mean? I'm trying to hype man up. Do you get what I mean?
Depends who it is though.
Or in boxing.
I mean, see when Joshua and Klitschko were having a fight, I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for Klitschko to knock him out.
But I can't. I knew it's Klitschko's time, bro. It was
Klitschko had him up a little bit.
Yeah. But I feel like, for example, I'm watching boxers like, Tyson Fury and Dante Wilder.
I would have
If it was a February or October, then I would have been.
The next one, like Fury versus what's his name?
What?
My guy. What's my guy going again?
Dillian White.
Dillian White. I want Dillian White to win. Do you get what I mean? Because I'm with everyone black. That's the way I move, innit? Award ceremonies. When it comes to films, if the films even if the film's mediocre, I'm with everyone black. It is what it is.
I hear you.
So when I'm at a wrestling show and a black wrestler comes out, I'm gassed. I'm lit. Even when that match they had recently with the things like the Fatal 4-Way, was that six-way?
Six.
That was sick, man. There was so much culture, so much talent, so much diversity. That was the only match on that show that had so much black. Other than obviously Rio versus what's her name? Mercedes and Tonga versus I think it was Moth something. Yeah. That was the most diverse match on the whole card, and it was proper nice. You guys really showed that you had, you showed the black power in them. You can't beat, fam. It was sick, fam.
There was even one time I went to Riptide, and I was the only black person there. I think there was probably like one other black girl, but that one, that was a different distance, innit? Darius Lockhart actually came up to me, innit? And he does like the black power thing. It will always stick with me. Yeah. Just the fact that he recognized me and saw that, you know what, you're the only brother here. Yeah. And he had a man, big up Darius Lockhart, man. Yeah,
big up Darius. I love that guy, man. Like he's like I don't think he realizes the influence that he has on people, especially black wrestlers. Like he's an influence, so I pick him up. Like I'm really happy that we managed to get him on the show. That we can get him over here to be on the show. Unfortunately for him, it's against me, but
shit. I'm so happy to see Alex on the card, man.
Yes, man.
I'm so happy to see him on the card. I think he's fantastic.
Alex.
Rough.
So yes. Oh yes.
So we got the 487 set in progress. So
I can't lie. I'm gonna say I love your 187 gimmick more, bro. Because the way you lot come out is gassy, fam.
Yeah.
You have some pain.
Nah, we won't be able to. This is the annoying thing because obviously.
You need a beat made.
Probably.
You might have to remake it,
Yeah, I know.
I'll spit a 16.
Come on, man.
Let me lighten up the mood. Yo, 87 HMI! Let's go!
Yeah, if you could come through with something that we can use it like royalty free and that'd be very nice. Be very nice. But,
I'm gonna chat to my brethren. Let me chat to Jo. Let me see if he can quickly reproduce something.
Oh, while I'm here, actually, before I forget, I need to say I was almost gonna link in the set, but I'll wait.
WRESTHINGS podcast.
You got it. Representing.
No, I just actually wanted to pick up Curtis Bell. I just wanted to say.
Yo, I was on my way here. I was actually thinking about. I was actually gonna have to shout out Curtis. Big up. Make some noise for Curtis
Bell. Shout you out, my guy. Just let you know the support's appreciated always. We all love you over here.
Big up, bro. Us, Mex, Kinetic. JPR.
Andre Singh, JPR.
I'm so sorry,
I need to reply back to Curtis. I've been so busy.
On camera, innit? Curtis, bro, you messaged me. He found a documentary which I done literally 4 years ago. And he sent it to me and he was like to me, Lord, I didn't know you produced I didn't know you directed this documentary. Like, I'm doing a whole showcase about football in the UK, and he found out I've done Beatties as well, all this sort of stuff. So I was like, fam, like, yeah, big up you, man. Hope you enjoyed it. And like, I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you on the emails. Just life in it. But yeah, when you do come to UK, bro, you got a seat right here for you, man. Obviously, not where laps. Obviously, in the back. I'm going to say laps. Oh, move. Yeah, he's gonna sit right here. So you got a seat for you right here, man. Honestly, bro. Honestly,
I had to say that because it came into my head and I thought, if I don't say, I'll forget, and I don't want to forget. I'll be on the way home like, I didn't pick up Curtis.
On my way here, I was actually thinking about like I actually wanted to start with, but I completely.
Yeah, no, big up Curtis, man. We really do appreciate the support. Like everyone who I've spoken to about Curtis has
nothing but
great
things
to say about him. So we appreciate you. So thank you, Curtis.
Big up
Big up Curtis.
I was gonna say apologies to Ola. I just saw your message on Twitter about coming onto this podcast today. Hopefully next 2 weeks time you come on, bro. Yeah, we'll catch up there. But yeah,
man, say that as if he's on the phone. We'll catch up later.
Catch up later. Back to the studio. I'm joking, but yeah, Wrestling's Extra. What are we saying for this week, man?
Wrestling Extra or
Ask
Wrestlings, where we get you the people to ask Wrestling some questions. I have to quickly. Yeah, he's gonna do it for you still.
Oh, okay. Let me know what he needs. If he needs like a particular sound or anything, but.
I know I haven't done this in a while, but two announcements. First and foremost, guys, go and buy our merch on Wrestlings. Teespring.com/Wrestlings. Link is in our bio. Go get your Icon t-shirt. Go get your VHS Pappy t-shirts. The God Forgive Me for Boss My 9 t-shirts will be uploaded soon, right?
Yeah. Mark Gingerak t-shirt probably coming soon. The Cargill Maniac
coming soon. Also, I want to
even the HMA.
I'll have one of them. What is it?
Also, guys, use our code TheMandem at manscaped.com. They've got a nice deal going on right now. You can get the lawnmower 2.0, 4.0, sorry, 4.0. And
want us to get paid.
Trust me, you get a few other stuff as well. You can get the deodorant wipes, you can get bare things, and go and sort yourself out. The
boxers, top tier, the cologne,
the cologne.
I used it when I was in JA. Still, the cologne.
I ain't even gonna lie. You might have to get the reviver.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah. You've been doing fuckery. Why have you got that in your bag? Why have you got that in your bag?
You got the care package.
In Jamaica.
I got plenty in my bag, bro.
I use that in Jamaica.
Wait, where are you coming from? You're not coming from work, are you?
Come from what? So
Oh yeah,
This guy's been doing distance.
I use that still in Jamaica.
Manscaped.
So yeah, big up Manscaped.
We got Manscaped. They've saved us a couple of
Saved
times.
us.
You mentioned it 3 times now. You got to tell us a little bit, but just because
That's why Jamaica.
I saw some food that I couldn't eat.
I spoke to you guys off camera last week, but I think Jamaica is one of the most beautiful places in the world that I've ever been to.
Makes sense for Jamaica.
God
Big up Jamaica every time.
God has really blessed that place.
Talawa.
Like you can actually look up into the sky and see the beauty from the sky. Do you know what I mean? First of all, Jamaica's got lovely people, beautiful women, nice food. The food is off the Richter. Like I can't. The food is off the Richter. I was telling NK last week, but I don't want to say what I said. The oxtail was nice. Yeah. Oxtail was nice. Okay, can I start with you? See when you finish oxtail, yeah? What do you leave the bone?
I'm even mad. I'm not saying that out loud.
Why?
Okay, you say, what do you do with the bone?
I'm comfortable. Myself. Bro, I suck the bone.
Good for you. Good for you.
No, wait, what do you
I was thinking it though, so come on.
What do you
But it's like
So wait, you might just throw the bone away. You might not wasting
but
food.
it's
No, you got to suck the bone.
You got to suck the
No, do you
bone.
know, are you forgetting what we said?
I get it.
It's the perception, it's the agenda. The agenda is agenda rising.
Yeah, the bone.
No, yeah, but obviously what you said. Yeah.
But I think that one there, I kind of messed up a bit because when I was in Jamaica, I was having a lot of cocktails. It kind of messed up my taste buds. So when I do speak, now my mouth just goes proper dry. So I had first when I arrived, I had an alcoholic cocktail. Fam, you couldn't taste the alcohol. So I was like more. So it's only on like the 3rd day, I woke up in the morning and my tongue is literally like I can't. It's like sawdust, bro. Even now, it's like still trying to recover in that. But yeah, it was cool, man. Nice beach we had there. I didn't catch any mosquito bites.
Lucky.
I didn't catch no mosquito bites. My missus caught one though. But yeah, it was nice, man. I'll say next time I go, I'm not going with kids.
You want to enjoy yourself, be
Forget
free.
the kids.
You know,
Because I want to go Dunne's River. I want to go Dunne River Falls, innit? But there was no like I can't take the kids there because if one fall, that's the one where they do the thing. If my kid falls into the water,
long.
And my son, you see my son, innit? He doesn't sit down. You saw him today. He doesn't sit down. So obviously that's your godson, bro. You know it is, man. So yeah, it was sick, man. Definitely need to go back. I need you to go back as well. I need you whenever you're ready.
Jamaica will be seeing me very soon at some point. I need to go back. I was meant to wrestle there actually.
In Jamaica?
Swear.
Yeah,
I
but
was actually going to ask, is there a wrestling scene in Jamaica?
Yeah. This is the most annoying lost booking I've had in my life. Basically, actually A-Dubs were hooked up as well.
A-Dubs hooked up.
A-Dubs were hooked up. So
Big up BWA.
So,
Yeah, we need to get him on the podcast. He's coming
next
next
week,
week. A-Dubs is on there.
So basically, I think a promotion got in touch with him and said, "Look, we got this guy, we got this sponsor. he wants to book like a wrestling tour of Jamaica. Can you recommend any people? Or we need like a tag team or something. So the guy wanted me and Levi to go out there, and it was all like everything was booked. They're sending us our flights, all this sort of stuff. They told us where we're gonna be staying, like how much we get paid, all this sort of stuff. We had, and it was like everything's planned out nicely. I was thinking, this is the best wrestling booking I'm ever gonna take because. And I started telling people, they're like, "What, are you gonna wrestle in Jamaica?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, get me on." And I was like, "Nope, no, this is my booking." Yeah. And then unfortunately, the sponsor fell through, and it couldn't happen. But I was gutted because like I had family in Jamaica who live in Jamaica and they don't leave Jamaica, so they could have come to see me wrestle and all this sort of stuff, and I would have seen all my family and like. My dad was going to come over from Miami and like tight him and seeing his family as well. No, I know it's really close.
Just across the road.
You can see it across the road. No,
so like my dad's back and forth to Jamaica and Miami because now he lives in he's built a house in Jamaica, so he's back and forth between the two. But like he was going to come over and for the tour and watch me wrestle and all sort of stuff. And yeah, that booking would have been mad, but unfortunately it never happened. And yeah, and then COVID happened. So yeah. So
God willing, it'll come back to you, man. Jesus' name, bro. Yeah, get that booking back in Jesus' name. Honestly, I believe that for sure. No crystal babies.
All right, man. Anyways, this is Ask Wrestlers where you get
don't discriminate.
to ask wrestlings or against crystal babies. No, we discriminate.
I'm trying to be all.
No. This one's like we're all inclusive, excluding.
I don't want to be on this. Are you about it?
I'm like off pod. Me, I'm trying to think of money off pod.
Do you think those have money? I beg, man. Fam, for they come and
they're manifesting it, bro.
For they come and see us at Progress. So I'm moving with my rose quartz. You've been insulting us.
They're vibrating.
The gemstones are telling me you're a bad person. Fuck off, man.
I was not the one that said it.
First question from our guy in the bill. What is one WWE match stipulation you'd like to see in AEW? He says Elimination Chamber for him.
Elimination Chamber.
You man's reaction was too funny.
No, wait. Elimination Chamber in AEW?
Yeah, breakdance.
No, there is.
Give me a Rumble.
I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know. As long as it's the old Elimination Chamber with that.
It doesn't make sense, bro. That's a WWE concept.
That's a double.
I mean, a ladder match.
That's a good question.
I mean, a ladder.
I've been a party people, man.
A ladder match. A ladder match is a WWE concept. Yo, a ladder match is a WWE concept. Everyone still uses it.
Nice.
I don't see nothing wrong with Elimination Chamber. Just imagine. It's just all about how it's implemented.
I'm being groovy. I'm sorry, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
No, I would like, because I don't mind Elimination Chamber, because I would like to see the names, certain names do Elimination Chamber style match would be sick. But it's not my first pay-per-view it's not my first elimination I'd pick, but it makes sense.
I say Royal Rumble.
I mean, they have something similar, no?
I mean, I like Royal Rumble, but I don't care for it. They already have the casino battle royal.
Yeah,
that's not Royal Rumble.
I mean, it's not, but it's similar premise.
I like the casino battle royal.
It's nice.
I like war games, you know. I would love to see war games.
Yeah, but got guts.
I would say 3 stages of hell.
They didn't do the last one.
They did
Pinnacle versus
Blood and Guts, innit?
Pinnacle versus.
They didn't have the double rings, no.
They did.
They did. Yeah, Pinnacle versus
that was during lockdown.
In a circle,
busy playing with the Reviver fam. If you're watching the, I thought you were going to say something mad.
You're busy playing with your prick. That's what he's going to say.
Let me.
Probably 3 stages of hell in it. I'll proper miss that, man. Yeah, 3 stages of hell is dope. Or Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell. No, I was gonna say Buried Alive, but then no. Buried Alive is pants.
No, but we had the casket match though, innit?
Yeah, but Buried Alive, you have to dig.
That one wasn't proper casket though. That one was just like fun, innit?
Yeah.
It's not like Undertaker casket.
Yeah.
Mr. Frimpong, big up every single time. What are some of your favourite Razor Ramon Scott Hall moments? You basically said that. Yeah. Who do you think should take the title from Roman if he beats Brock at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
Anybody.
If
you think he should take the title off Roman if he beats Brock at WrestleMania?
Listen, if Roman gets that title, he's going on another long reign.
If Roman wins the title, he's basically Sento Kaiba. Was it Kaiba? From Yu-Gi-Oh!
Kaiba,
Sento Kaiba.
He's Kaiba. Everyone thinks he's done. Is it Sento Kaiba?
Yeah, it's Sento Kaiba.
Sento Kaiba is done. You can't get this title.
The thing is, any name you bring up is going to look underwhelming. So just fantasy book it at this point.
Jey Uso, man, you should just
think the poke of doom at this point, because
I think it's going to be The Rock.
Yeah, that's Mark. That's Mark.
Yo, fam, that's what?
Yo, brother. It's Seth. Honestly, Seth.
Rock.
We're still rolling, bro. We're still rolling, but it's calm minute. Yeah, take a seat, man.
Make some noise for Just Mark.
Yeah, Seth for sure.
Saying, bro?
Seth for sure is gonna come through, man, and hopefully win it. So
The question for Mark just came in. Who do you think should take the title off Roman if he beats Brock at WrestleMania?
I think they should. I think they should just wait until Big E returns and give it to him.
yeah,
I was an advocate for BE beating Roman time ago, and I was saying that time ago. It should be Big E. Create a new star.
I don't think Big E would have been the right answer before he broke his neck.
yeah.
But now, give it time. Give him the big return in like however long it's going to take, 8, 9 months, year, whatever. And then it will mean so much more.
Do you know what's mad? Big E's actually beating Roman though. But it was a triple threat match. Biggie, Bobby Lashley, and Ramon.
And pin Bobby.
Pin Bobby, yeah. So technically, he defeated him. But I get what you're trying. You want to proper clean.
I'm all for Bobby. I mean, I'm all for Biggie.
Biggie, yeah, like that. Because even with the Paul Heyman, I feel like they just could have done stuff more with that. But it is what it is.
I did feel like they're gonna push him after he lost the IC title. I thought they're just gonna take
Straight
him
to the moon.
especially with the interaction I had with Paul Heyman. That was pretty good as well.
And he went to the satellite.
Yeah. Mex, big up WrestleMania every single time. Fantasy booking, everything pattern, main event. Fatal 4-way for the Progress Championship. Warren Banks walks in as champion. Who are the other 3 black men in the match, and who walks out as Progress World Champion?
Alexander Roth. It's like everything pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, everything pattern.
Can I include? Can I include Rev Pro? I can't put Rev Pro.
I was going to say, it's his
Fantasy booking.
Put Michael Oku in there.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Who else can I put in
Jade
there?
Cargill, and then Jade Cargill beats everyone. That's my fantasy booking, boy. Jade Cargill wins everything.
I would like to see Shane Strickland in there still, just for the theme song. I'm not gonna lie.
On WWE Network, that's not. That's not.
Fantasy booking. Fantasy booking.
Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah, big up Anthony.
He's done Progress already, right? He did a couple of.
He had a match with what's his name?
Put Darius there. Put Darius there. She's gonna be put Darius Lockhart there.
I might just make it a fucking 30-man battle royal.
Justin Battle Royal, yeah. Put all the black people in there. That sounds mad.
But it's the event to do it though.
Event to do it, innit? 30-man. Have the twerk, get the women twerking outside.
Do you know I just thought of that before you said at the beginning of the podcast?
What?
Twerking. Hey, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do it no more properly, though. No, because, bro, do you know the mirror? Okay, the mirror's there. You're gonna be looking back like, hey, is it moving too bad? Throw that ass in a circle.
Oh, you're dumb, man.
Shit.
I'm joking.
Nabil asks again, who would you pick to become WWE's first English champion?
English? Yeah. Oh yeah, they've never had an English champion.
No. British Bulldog was intercontinental.
English
girl of Fiona.
Wait, so who's English on the roster?
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bates,
Butch, never.
Nah, but I
never
talk about that. I don't think Butch is a bad name. Maybe it's me.
I think it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could be worse.
It could be Gunter.
Because Butch might even be his nickname.
I was gonna say, is it like, are they claiming it's his actual name?
So basically, on Instagram, they didn't tag Pete Dunne. They said Sheamus, Ridge, and Butch. So I think they're trying to go with this whole Peaky Blinders sort of thing.
Yeah.
So Butch is his nickname.
I haven't watched it, but I read something about. I think Sheamus said something.
Put them back to his mouth.
I think Sheamus might have said something like, "You guys know him as something else, but I know him as."
Yeah. See what I mean? So when he said that, the camera panned over and you see Pete Dunne, and he's like that, just gearing up. So
I think if they just use it as a nickname and don't pretend it's his actual name, I don't think
it's fine. Yeah. Who else had a nickname WWE? Remember Spanky? Brian
He
Kendrick.
was Spanky before he went to WWE.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who else had a nickname then? That was that ran over. I can't remember. What was Crash Holly's nickname before? It was just
Crash.
Just Crash Holly. Okay,
Just
cool.
Crash. Nah, I think Butch will grow.
I think
Butch is not that bad.
I feel like Butch suits Ridge Holland more than it suits Pete, but I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
Bro, I feel like he's gonna do bits of this Butch thing. You know?
It's not the worst name. It could have been worse. Could have been Gunter.
I mean, he could have gone on to the main roster as Pete Dunne and done nothing.
Yeah, done nothing.
So
there you go.
it's better that he does this. You know what I mean?
He's put with Sheamus and Ridge Holland. That faction is gonna be sick. Peaky Blinders thing. Honestly.
I mean, Peaky Blinders is big in America as well. So.
And WWE need new stars.
True, very true.
So a lot of people are going over, bro. It needs to happen. NXT's getting very exciting.
It's not every day backflip and breakdance, man. Sometimes just get into character, man. You know what I mean?
Did you just say NXT's getting very stale?
It's getting exciting. It's getting
Oh,
exciting.
I was gonna say.
No.
I was getting ready to.
NXT's getting exciting still. Hey, they're doing an arena, innit? For stand and deliver.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been sold. Half have been sold out.
Half.
No, half. I think
I'd be more excited for the NXT card than the WrestleMania card.
Same,
at the moment.
same.
Like, I know it's completely different to Black and Gold, but if you just remove it from that and just treat it as a new show, it's actually really good.
Really good, yeah. I think Dominic's gonna be on the stand and deliver card. He's gonna probably have a match with Escobar.
Yeah, I'm not.
Dominic needs to stay.
Dominic's
in
staying in
NXT.
NXT.
Dominic, he's home now.
Dominic's in NXT.
That's
Look, I can't like break the shackle, bro, because NXT 2.0 is living up to the expectation, bro.
No, NXT 2.0 is good. Mandy Rose is a star. Gigi Dolan.
And I can't like the belt on Dolph Ziggler. I like it still. Yeah, suits him.
And apparently they're going to be bringing more and more main roster stars.
They
down.
should, and they should.
They
So
should
they
have done
should.
that a long time ago.
Yeah, it should. It's here to stay, boy.
Well, imagine if they'd done that during the Black and Gold era, man.
It would have. I can't.
It would-
yeah.
it
Wrestlers coming down.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have worked.
It would have worked because it worked at Survivor Series.
Yeah, didn't John Cena go to the NXT one time?
That was
Yeah,
that was
A long
years-
time ago, you had
Yeah,
people
even
like
CM
Randy
Punk,
Orton
Randy
showed up
Orton,
there,
yeah.
Cesaro showed up there.
I mean, Cesaro's match with Sami Zayn was sick.
Yeah.
Can't forget Finn Balor.
Yeah.
when he came back again.
Next question from our guy Gareth. Big you up every single time, bro. Who are some wrestlers who never got to be, who should have or should become world champions?
I say this agenda all the time. People disagree with me. Christopher Daniels should have won something in TNA, but that's never here.
Didn't he?
No.
He didn't win nothing.
No, he didn't win the world title.
Oh, but
Do you know what it is with Christopher Daniels? My only issue is when would he have won it?
Yeah,
When Mick Foley did. No, 2000. I'm not saying he was at prime at that time, but if you can give Mick Foley in 2009 a title, I don't see no reason why Christopher Daniels shouldn't have had at least a quick run. You could have recycled, because back in 2009 they were recycling Daniels and AJ all the time. You could have given it a hot potato thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
You could have hot potatoed it and then given it right back.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie,
I guess so.
they didn't know what they wanted to do with Daniels. First they had him posing as Curryman, then they had him posing
No,
as
Curryman works. though.
Curryman was hilarious.
It works.
Curryman
but
works,
as
though.
Christopher Daniels, the character, yes, he should have been world champion.
Yeah.
but They had him doing so many other things. It's just like
Maybe I need to rewatch his run.
Wasn't he Curryman before?
He was Curryman at the same
in
time.
Japan?
In Noah.
Oh, who's is it? Was it in Japan? Oh, Noah, yeah.
Japan. I knew Japan a bit as well. Yeah, I'm struggling to think. No, not I'm struggling. But
I think, like,
Rick Rude.
it's obvious,
Rick Rude.
but Scott Hall never won a world
Yeah,
championship.
Scott Hall. Yeah. Scott Hall. Yeah, definitely. Rick
Did
Rude.
Owen Hart? Did Owen Hart win?
Wait,
He
Rick
won.
Rude?
International,
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Robert.
TDM tax, Hiroki Goto.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's past it. He
You can't win the title now, but you should.
He should have won it. Time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
But I think Mr. Perfect is that
When would he have won it?
he was good at putting people over, rather than him. Do you get what I mean? Rather than him going out there and do the job for himself.
I think there was like a 3-month period where they could have put the title on Rikishi.
Yes,
Like you're talking like late 2000, I think, when he admitted he ran over
with the
Stone
Rock,
Cold.
Stone Cold. So yeah.
They could have put the main title on him.
He was serious them times.
Yeah.
I loved his pile drive.
Jump
He
that
said
break
so.
The Butch, when you just
Yeah.
sit down. Yeah.
He started breakdancing. So.
So I just want to give it. Why is it not moving? Yeah, sorry. MVP is one for me. I think
Yes.
if he won the world
Yeah.
title back in that time, he would have been clear.
Well, the heavyweight, yeah.
Yeah.
could've
I think he would have been clear, like real top name if they had put the belt on him.
I think they just didn't know what they had.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've got one name. I forgot.
Certain man said that R-Truth had a better career, and we did. We did say it. And
I'm gonna say this. Yeah.
lie.
I watched back the whole Little Jimmy
R-Truth.
leading up to Capital Punishment. R-Truth should have won the title, bro.
he should have won the title. He should have beat John Cena.
Have you watched the whole
That's
show?
what I'm saying.
You watched the whole show?
Bruv, little Jimmy was
Man
over,
was
bro.
backstage, yeah. He's gonna take a photographer. He's gonna take a picture in it, and the photographer goes, "Sorry, sir, but that belt says John Cena." Are you crazy? He go up there. He go take the picture now, bro. His performance, that whole thing
Jimmy.
was sick,
Even
bro.
when he was smoking cigarettes.
You know, bruv, he smoked a cigarette in John Morrison's face.
In the O2 when it was illegal.
It was O2.
Yeah, it was O2.
Don't they usually get fined for that?
No, because it's
It was legal then.
performance.
Yeah,
Performance.
Yeah.
So it's how to
Is
do
that when
it.
people smoke weed? They can't do that now, can they?
What, smoke weed in the concerts?
Yeah.
People do that anyways.
Yeah, but is it
Part of
forbidden?
performance, I don't know.
Oh, as in on
Oh, it's part of
stage
his
or
performance.
As in on stage or in the crowd?
In the crowd.
In the crowd, no, like, you're not allowed to do it, but people do it anyway.
But
it's not like they're gonna be patting people down like that. You know? So.
Apparently, Dave Chappelle smokes still on every performance, and as soon as he gets to the venue, he asks how much the fine is to smoke on stage, and just pays it up.
Does it? That's money, boy.
Cammy, personally, I don't need to see Cena wrestle again, but as WrestleMania goes Hollywood next year, is there any matches you would like to see John Cena have?
John Cena versus John Cena, bro. You don't have to see John Cena wrestle. What the hell are you talking about? Cammy, please take time, man. John Cena versus. I think for now, when John Cena comes, I look at him as like, oh, he's giving back in it, rather than him come to take because he's done what he needs to do. So John Cena probably versus. This gonna sound like a fast shot, maybe one breaker.
That's what I was thinking. It makes sense.
Yeah. John Cena versus
personally for me is
Grayson Weller. That would be sick. Grayson Weller trying to get
John Cena versus LA Knight. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
That would be good promo.
LA Knight is very good, you know.
He's been good.
The young Uso brother down on the
Solo, yeah. And he put on a good match with Walter a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And Walter's literally like he's becoming more ripped a bit.
He's ripped,
So building them up to be a beast still.
Yeah. Once he hits that point, he's gone. Once he hits Broly, then it's peak still.
Broly.
That Broly look,
Mr. Frimpong, which version of Kane did you like the most?
First Unmasked.
When he
Unmasked. Don't piss me off. Listen, with slow chemical Kane. That's my fucking Kane.
99.
When he went nuts on Rob Van Dam. That's my Kane. Bro.
Feud of Shane McMahon was.
Oh my God.
It was sick.
Free Kane.
Bro, that was when he was dominant.
I love
Man,
Kane.
them were scared of that guy. As soon as that music came on, the pyro, you had Evolution scattering, bro. They didn't want none of that.
I mean, he was like next level scaring as well. It was like it's weird because he was. I can't remember if he was face or heel back then, but he was just like he was just dominant.
Mad.
And he had this thing where it's like he's angry, but like you get why he's angry because
Bischoff used to screw him.
And he was just
he was
different.
on fire as well.
Different.
He's a son of a without a conscience.
He was tapped. He was doing the most, and it was okay because you understood.
Yeah,
because I remember he was face for a bit. He was face for a bit, and that's when he was doing the voice box shit. He was face for a bit, and then. Because when he was Rob Van Dam, he was in face, and then when he just flipped, when he took off the mask, he just turned tapped again. I was like, yeah, I love Kane. I love that Kane.
I think the best game was like 2000, 2001, where he was eliminating like all the people at the Royal Rumble.
I love this attire as well.
That's
too sick, man.
They could have booked him to be a bit stronger outside of the Royal Rumble because it felt like he took a lot of pins, even though he was Kane.
Even 2002, especially when he was in a tag team.
Hurricane.
Oh,
Hurricane. Yeah.
And he done the ladder match by himself.
Yeah, that was sick. One
of my favorite ladder matches ever.
That was TLC 4, you know. I think they named that
TLC 4. Chris Jericho and Christian, Jeff Hardy and Bubba Ray Dudley, Kane and Hurricane. And I think someone else in that match. That match was crazy.
I was just watching Armageddon 99 before coming here, and Kane X-Pac in a steel cage match, and Kane does his clothesline off the top of the cage.
His clothesline?
He done it.
He did it. Yeah.
I need to add that to my.
It was insane. He doesn't get enough credit for how athletic he actually was.
They say Kane was like one of the strongest wrestlers that ever stepped foot in the ring.
Kane's speed is nuts. Like he's one like that's what I like big men who are agile, fam. Like and that's what like. Pause. Oh,
What is going on?
I hear what you're saying, but agendas.
I hear what you're saying though, because I agree. But you said it, not me in it. I agree. I said it. Say like big men with agility, fam. That's crazy, man.
Something, man. Yeah, that's it. I ain't saying shit, fam. Next topic, fam.
Nigga.
Next question, cuz.
That's all the questions for today.
Fair.
With what's it called? AEW. Jeff Hardy made a return. We even forgot to quickly touch on that. How's everyone feeling about that?
I'm happy.
I'm happy that he kept the Hardy Boys theme song. You know, I wasn't actually expecting that, but
I had no idea it was royalty free whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's a while low though. How can it be royalty free?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm saying. But no, I'm happy. Do you know what it is? I'm not over the moon because we saw it coming. Like it wasn't like a date. It wasn't like a we as soon as he left WWE, we were like he's gonna reunite with his brother. So I'm happy he's here. He's facing Private Party.
Do you feel like the match just happened too soon though? With Private Party, because I'm sure seeing a lot of people are like, oh, it would have been nice to see the Private Party got over the Hardy Boys.
Considering they just turned on him last week, it makes perfect sense. They just turned on him last week, like why? But if
maybe he could have gone against Butcher and the Blade, because as much as I like them, they're eating as many pins.
Yeah, no,
these days,
I doubt it, and this is one I doubt it, but I hope this turns into something that can progress long term. So like the Hardys are gonna take the win now, which is fine, but I hope they revisit this like maybe like in a couple months and they do something with Private Party. But yeah, I'm excited to see the Hardys again. I'm not over the moon. Oh my god, like this ain't CM Punk coming back or anything, but nah, it's good, isn't it?
It'll be good for AEW. They need they could use the Hardys to bring through a lot of up and coming tag teams and really help them and coach them. So it makes sense.
A match I really want to see though is Kings of the Back Throne and the Hardys.
I think that'll be Jeff Hardy's gonna be eating all the bumps, man.
He's good above.
He's gonna be eating all the bumps.
I love that shit. They're my favorite tag team in AEW.
They're my favorite tag team.
Kings of the Black Throne are so
them as a trio. I always said I was against the trios belt, but I'm ready for it now. I'm ready for the trios belt, honestly. I'm ready for the trios belt. Like it needs to come.
I'm just saying, them three versus Undisputed Era, Paragon, or the Elite. Clear. I don't want to clear, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Very good episode, man. Honestly.
That's all the questions.
Yep. Yeah, that's all the questions.
Finished everything.
Sick. Everything patterned next week, Wednesday.
Get your tickets.
Get them.
Get all your tickets. Get everything patterned.
Tickets will be in the
Get
bio.
everything
We'll put it in the description, innit?
For sure.
Where's referral link?
For sure. What? Are you gonna bust anyone with like a little discount? I'm paying. I was actually.
NK said a mad thing before you. NK said, "Oh, I like big men with agility."
No, he said, I like my men.
I like my men big with agility.
I like them talking on when they give me a video.
Hey, I'm down there. Same. I'm going.
Yo.
I wish you look, grab your rose toys, isn't it?
Grab your rose toys, grab your everything pattern tickets, grab your MANSCAPED. Bro, it's a whole combo. Grab your MANSCAPED thing. Grab your
I said bundle.
It's a bundle
deal.
A bundle. But yeah, man, it's been sick, man. Any final words?
Yeah, like Anarfi mentioned, everything pattern 23rd of March. Buy your ticket. It's the link in the bio for the show. Just come down, enjoy British wrestling. It's for everyone. Big up everyone who supported. Big up the wrestling guys here. Big up Mex. Big up Skillet. Big up Curtis Bell.
Big up Curtis every time.
Thank you for having me as well, guys. It was a pleasure as always. Always.
For sure, man. Also big up Mark as well for coming late. Mark, we gotta get you on. When you going?
Literally fly next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, that's everything patterned. So you've got everything patterned for the flight. What? You haven't got everything patterned yet?
No.
Cool. Don't need to get everything patterned for the flight, bro. If you guys don't understand what everything patterned, everything's sorted. Everything's ready. Everything's good.
Okay.
So have you got everything patterned for the flight?
No. The ticket's not even booked yet.
What?
No.
Oh, right.
It's getting taken care of, but it's not booked yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got the. Actually, let me ask that question. Because it's first of March is done, and we don't deal with that no more, innit? Yeah, I've been Anarfi.
What's going on?
Bro, the vaccine. You don't need the vaccine no more.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
That's
Right,
what I asked. That's why.
Why do you do it like that? As if it's like.
So what is it then?
How do you heroin?
How would you try to give him the vaccine? How would you do it?
I'd just
say vaccine to be fair.
You don't do what?
I know something. What?
Must think of a night out in Rockford.
I've seen it with people. They don't want to show that they've got the vaccine. That's why I asked. I said on that. I didn't want. You know what I mean? Some people might be anti-vax. I don't know.
No, so you say, "Oh, have you got the vaccine?" No, I don't have it. I'm against it. Not.
Do you want to see?
That's like going to that out. That's like going to that out. Say, mate, you got the.
You mate. Oi.
Mate, you got the.
A little cheeky, you know. A little squeeze. A little tug of the arm, mate.
A little beef, yeah. They come at you like they do beef. What you say? What you say?
Hey, yo, I'm in the red. Imagine being that TSA. They're like, so what? You ain't got the. You're banging your head.
I swear.
Don't look like a cracker to you.
Them man are trying to give you the Walter White, fam. The Heisenberg.
Man said, I'm dead.
The vaccine talk a lot. Yes, true. But yeah,
on Instagram they're gonna put the COVID.
Trust me. Even YouTube, they'll pick it up, fam.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Vaxlin. But yeah, big up everyone that's listening. Big up everyone that's supported. Big up everyone that has basically reached out to us. Big up 2K for actually blessing up with the game.
Big up.
Hopefully more of us can play it soon.
Another day, man.
We've got the announcement I was gonna share. I can't do it this week, but we'll try and do it. I say end of the month. We'll definitely share that announcement. Hope you guys are liking Wrestling's House. We're gonna give you another Wrestling's House episode on Saturday. I'm gonna actually give you what the match is, so you guys really know what's happening. It's Bret Hart versus Roddy Piper. Man, am I watching that match at WrestleMania 8? One of the best matches I've seen in my life. I was on the couch with NK, giving NK some sort of knowledge, whatever I can there. And
I'm sorry, I didn't have to do that. That was unnecessary.
That one was unnecessary.
That was unnecessary. I didn't have to do that. That was unnecessary. No, but if you deep it, I was on the couch giving knowledge. Like, in my heyday, in my heyday, when I was getting knowledge, it wasn't rest holds. You know what I mean? It was rest holds, but we weren't holding it. No, I'm joking, man. Don't worry. We'll cancel that one. We'll stack right up to sleep.
I was with NK watching that.
I don't know what I'm talking about. No, we know. We get it. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
If you hear my voice, nobody will even clock what I'm talking about.
I was with NK watching that. NK, I'm sure you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it? Enjoy it?
No, I'm even mad.
I'll pause, man.
No, not you.
I know it is. Okay, it's okay. You know it is.
I've stopped.
Saturday, yeah. Saturday, check out. I can't.
Stop.
But yeah, Saturday, check it out. It's a good episode. I enjoyed it, and yeah, man, more episodes. We're nearly done with the season. So if you guys want to be on the couch next season,
shout us, man.
Please shout us. Give a heads up. We're gonna be putting out Google forms.
Ladies, we need ladies to come on. If you've never watched wrestling before, if you watched it, please come through, man.
Shit.
We're gonna be putting out Google forms soon, so you guys can sign up and we'll pick.
This episode's been great,
and all that sort of stuff, so people can come on. And yeah, any more announcements?
Everything patterned.
Yeah. Also, I want to say this, guys. Please, this is two things I want to ask for. First thing, if you listen to us on Spotify, please rate our podcast. There'll be a 5-star rating. Please rate us. We're trying to get to at least.
Also rate Rare Podcast as well.
Also tune to Rare Podcast. When do we drop? Bi-weekly or is it?
No, we drop every Wednesdays now.
Every Wednesdays now.
Yep, every Wednesday.
Good. So cool. Every Wednesdays now. The Rare Podcast will put on the bio. Make sure you go check out. This is NK in the best form as possible.
Thank you. Hey, all my people.
Lastly, as well, please comment on our videos. Talk to us in our comments. We'll reply back when we can. So just drop if you see something in the podcast you wasn't feeling, just write in the comment. I wasn't feeling that F Anarfi, F whatever. Just say in the comment.
Make sure you comment.
Comment. It's honest. It's
interaction.
It's important. It's important still.
And also, life is hard. Make sure you have people around you that you can speak to, man.
100%.
Life is getting cold. People are going through stuff, but we just have to continue being a community and just sticking together. And we love you guys, and we hope you guys love us too.
I think that's a good sign out. RIP Scott Hall.
Hey yo, that's the name of the podcast, by the way. Hey yo.
Cool.
Hey yo.
RIP.
Chico.
Yeah, I think we should leave it as that, man. I'm not even on the outros.
No.
Leave it as that. RIP Scott Hall, man.
Okay.
RIP Scott Hall.
Yeah.
I love you, Scott Hall.
Oh, I love you. You just got to the end of the podcast, and if you enjoyed what you've listened to, enjoyed what you watched, enjoyed the vibes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bow.